Hey everyone, I wanted to do a quick tour of my desk because I wish I could say that everything on my desk has a purpose, but I will say most of the things on my desk have purposes. And I wanted to show uh, kind of how a little bit more detail how I work um, because a couple weeks ago I made a video on uh, a tour of my office, but I didn't really do much about my desk. I just kind of gave a brief overview, said, "Here, hey, here's my desk," but I didn't really talk about the things on my desk. So I'm going to start in the bottom here and then kind of go clockwise. So obviously keyboard and trackpad. I do prefer the trackpad to the mouse. This keyboard and trackpad is connected to this computer over here, which is basically my editing computer. This office kind of doubles as a recording studio when I decide to record my guitar, or a video studio. You can see I'm about to edit a video right now. But yeah, so that's kind of the main computer setup here is my recording setup. I do have my other computer, which is my main development machine right now, and it runs Windows, but it doesn't really connect to the monitors that I have real well. And I'm not in a position right now where it makes sense for me to make it connect to these monitors. It may at some point in the future, but right now I'm perfectly happy to have it sit in the middle of my desk. And occasionally I take it around the house, maybe outside, to do coding, take meetings, that sort of thing on that computer. So that's my main work computer, whereas the Mac is my main. It used to be my main work and dev computer, but now it's been relegated to be my studio computer because it's a little bit older, and it actually honestly works better connected to these monitors. So it's better not used as a laptop. So over here I have a pile of, well, audio stuff. So this set of headphones is what I use when I'm editing and recording. That's connected to the Mac through this adapter right here, and that's how I listen to stuff on the Mac. This is the headset that I use for meetings. It's actually got a microphone over on this headphone over here. So that's what I use for meetings. This down here is the adapter for the microphone that I use in a lot of videos where I'm standing pretty far back from the computer. I haven't used that too recently in a lot of my videos because I've actually been using the webcam on the top of the monitors. Canon battery, that's always good for the Canon camera, that's over here to the left. And then going over here, we have, again, this is my studio computer, and I do have an Android phone and an iPhone. This is my old iPhone. I used it up until, I guess about a week ago now. I'm recording this video on my new iPhone. This phone is about 5-6 years old now. This Android phone is about 2 or 3 years old. I use those devices for testing as well as my main iPhone now. Moving over this way, we have a couple notepads. Those are convenient for either sketching things or making to-do lists, or whatever I need to write things down for. There is a battery pack there, which actually probably needs to be charged, but since we haven't been traveling all that much, it hasn't really needed to be charged. So two screens. These are two actually older Dell 24-inch screens. They were pretty good for the price, and a decent webcam that actually has a pretty decent microphone on it too. Unfortunately, it picks up when the fan spins up on my Mac. So if you've seen that, or if you've heard that in some of the videos, there's a little bit of background noise. Unfortunately, that's the fan spinning up on the Mac when I'm recording using it. So something to fix for the future. I have a chick on my desk, which is actually a stand-in for my rubber duck when I do rubber duck debugging. My rubber duck is actually modeling for my fake photo booth right now. We've got a salt lamp, which provides a little bit of extra light, and it's supposed to have healing properties. I haven't really paid too much attention to whether or not it's helped, but it's cool to have on the desk, and I think it does help. Obviously, a coffee cup. Right now, it's got some tea in there, but it is a coffee cup nonetheless. A pile of guitar picks, because if you're going to be playing guitar, you might as well have guitar picks around. A capo, which I don't use too much, but it's nice to have when the song calls for it. I do have a tool for adjusting the truss rod on one of my guitars. It does work for some of the other ones, but it did come with one of the guitars. And then a nail trimmer, because everybody knows that it is impossible to play guitars when your nails are way too long, especially on your fretting hand. So it's convenient to have a nail trimmer right there. I'm not sure where the Velcro straps came from. Maybe an old office setup. A notepad. This is also convenient for to-do lists and that sort of thing. And then a pile of things that I probably need to deal with. The Xfinity receipt is when I return some Xfinity equipment, so that can probably go away. But the other pile is just stuff that's come in that I haven't dealt with yet. Oh, and I should mention there's a Raspberry Pi down there. I haven't done much with it, but it is cool to play around with, and it's sitting on the base of the monitor in the hopes that I will at some point play around with it. So that's basically my desk setup, and it's I think it's a fairly effective melding of maybe 3 or 4 different purposes onto a single desk that isn't huge. I used to have a really big desk, but I found that I cluttered it too much. So it's nice to have a smaller desk. It forces me not to clutter it. Even still, there's a little bit more clutter that I might want. But yeah, if you like this video, check out some of the other ones that I've made. I'll leave them linked at the end and down in the description below. Be sure to hit that thumbs up and like this video, subscribe to the channel, check out some of the other videos that I've made on more coding stuff, or if remote work is something that you're interested in learning about, I've got a playlist of remote work videos. Check those out. I'll leave them linked in the description below. And share this video with your friends and colleagues. Share some of the other videos with your friends and colleagues. That would really help out the channel, and I'd appreciate it immensely. And have a great week. Thanks for watching.